In the hospitality world, it's so easy to get caught in that race to the bottom on price. But what if I told you the real key to long-term success isn't about being the cheapest? What if it's about creating value that truly lasts? Well, today, we're going to break down exactly how to build those powerful, enduring partnerships in the hotel industry.
Hello and welcome. As a hotel AI expert, I'm really pleased to welcome all of you from the Europe Hotel School to this online learning journey. We're here to support your growth because this isn't just about theory. We're diving into the practical, actionable knowledge you'll actually need to stand out. Understanding these principles is what's going to set you apart and help you build a truly successful career.
So, here's our game plan. First, we're going to challenge that whole idea that price is everything. Then, we'll get into the nuts and bolts of crafting a killer value proposition and figuring out what your clients really care about. We'll even cover how to talk about these things effectively, and it all leads to the ultimate goal, a true, lasting partnership.
Okay, let's dive right in with the biggest trap in our industry, the price war.
Think about it. When you're in a crowded market, the easiest lever to pull is always price, right? But is that a winning strategy in the long run? The answer is a clear, resounding no. It is a race to the bottom that, trust me, nobody really wins.
This slide really just captures the whole difference perfectly. On one hand, you have price-based selling. It's totally transactional, a short-term game where you are always just one discount away from losing a client. But on the other hand, a value-based approach, well, that's relational. It's about building a long-term, trusted bond that a slightly lower price from a competitor simply can't break.
So, how do we actually build these resilient relationships? Well, the answer lies in our ability to craft a really powerful value proposition.
This, right here, is the heart of the entire strategy. A value proposition isn't some catchy slogan. It's your concrete, evidence-based answer to the client's single most important question. It's what separates you from just being another option and makes you an absolutely essential partner.
And let me be perfectly clear, this part is completely non-negotiable. You simply cannot create a compelling value proposition without first immersing yourself in your client's world. You have to understand their business model, their company culture, and their specific operational needs. Generic promises just won't cut it.
Let's look at a few practical examples to make this real. A huge multinational corporation. Their priority is going to be efficiency. They need absolutely seamless travel arrangements for hundreds, maybe thousands of employees. A consulting firm, though, they value flexibility above all else, since their schedules can change overnight. And for an event organizer, the number one priority is flawless reliability. See, each one requires a totally different value focus.
Okay, so we know we need to offer value, but what does value actually mean? Let's break down the key ingredients, the building blocks that create a strong partnership.
Value is so much more than just the room rate. Of course, it's about cost efficiency, but it's also about the happiness of their travelers, how well your hotel aligns with their brand, and even things like environmental responsibility. It's a whole package where consistency across the board is everything.
Let's just zoom in on one of these for a second. Traveler satisfaction. This is an incredibly powerful driver of value. Why? Because the client's employees are the real end users of our service. Their positive experience directly reflects on the travel manager's decision and reinforces the value of the partnership you've built. And this slide shows you exactly how those operational details create massive client value. An efficient check-in isn't just a process, it's stress relief for a tired traveler. Remembering a guest's preferences isn't just about data, it shows you actually care. These are the small, tangible actions that build immense trust and value over time.
All right, now for a critical communication skill, learning to talk less about what your hotel has and more about what your client gets. This is the all-important shift from features to benefits.
This makes the distinction crystal clear. We don't just sell a spacious meeting room, we provide the foundation for seamless, productive presentations. We don't just offer high-speed Wi-Fi, we deliver reduced travel stress by making sure a traveler can reliably connect with their office and family. The crucial point is to always frame your offering in terms of the client's desired outcome.
As future leaders and managers, this is going to be your job. You see, value that isn't communicated might as well not exist. You have to be the one to articulate these benefits, to shift the entire conversation away from a simple negotiation on price and toward a strategic discussion about real positive outcomes for their business.
So now we arrive at the best part.
What is the ultimate payoff for adopting this entire value-driven approach?
The results really do speak for themselves. This chart shows exactly what happens when you lead with value. The pressure to constantly discount, that goes down. Client loyalty, that goes way up. And most importantly, you open the door for real strategic partnership and growth. This slide basically summarizes the entire journey. You move from just transactional bargaining to actual strategic planning. Your role evolves from being a simple sales representative to becoming a trusted advisor. And the hotel, it transitions from being just another supplier to an indispensable, collaborative partner in your client's success. I want you to let this final quote be your guiding principle. Fancy facilities in a great location might get them in the door, but long-term, enduring success is built on just one thing: the consistent, reliable delivery of meaningful benefits that actually matter to your client. So, I'll leave you with this question to think about. It's not just about the job you'll do, but about the value you will choose to create for your clients, for your teams, and for your properties. That is going to be the true measure of your success as a leader. Thanks for joining me.